we inherited as a government. I underlined the word economy situation we inherited. We, in the sense, all of us, including him, because he's our servant. And also, he said nobody dreamt about the pandemic. Although some people are trivializing it about don't measure pandemic. But they failed to realize that it was a global pandemic. You know, everything went upside down. Even the people that were supporting us, that we relied on, our donor partners, we are vastly affected. So what will have been the result? But being that he's a God-fearing, and being that he's appointed, he's ordained by God, he had that sense to tackle what he did during these 4 years. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in the second paragraph, which talks about, I'll start with education. I will start with education, page 4. Again, education is paramount. Learning is better than silver and gold. That is why I believe that it took education to be flagship program. We shall lead again, Mr. Speaker. Paragraph 16. He said, and I quote, "I am before you here today, the son of a mother who had no formal education, occupying the second highest office of a country." I start to ask myself before going further this sentence. I said, why? Because he's the father of the nation. He did not say, I'm the leader for life, I'm the leader and chairman, I'm all and all, I'm everything. He said, I am the second. And he called us to be the first. Because he relied on us. We placed him there. We voted for him. So the respect has started from there. He has respected us. He knew that we are people whom he should work with. So that is why he placed himself in the second position. Mr. President, thank you for respecting us. For respecting us and for showing that we are your people. You did not held on power. You did not say I'm this and that, or you are all in all. We say thank you for that. And he went on to talk about education. He made premium on education. He said his mother did not even enter the door of education. But now look where he is. And that is where we are. Because if it were not for education, I don't think all of us would have been here. So he took that to be a premium. The man is just liberal. To be very sincere. He's kind-hearted. He's honest. And in fact, he went on to say he was going to award a scholarship for a son of the soil from the north. He did not go to the south, the east. He believes in inclusion. So he called the little boy who got that and said he will give him scholarship up to university. So that shows how kind-hearted the man is. Talking about education, see how far we have gone. I don't want to dwell in all what he has done in education. If you don't know and you say you don't see it, then open your eyes and pay attention. Open your eyes and pay attention. I want to say special thanks to the independent honorable member from Kailan, who is different, is independent, and he gave everything about, because we are expecting him to have said all things about His Excellency, as some people want to say. But the man did that. He's honest with himself. He went on to highlight every little bit of thing that His Excellency has done in terms of education. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we talk about education today in Sierra Leone, initially education was a privilege, but now it is a right for every Sierra Leonean child, especially those who are coming from the north. I attended the north, the government secondary school for girls. They never place premium on education. You will see beautiful girls carrying granules, peanuts, selling eggs. They become traders, and what would you expect? After society, they will become pregnant or married early marriage. And that is the reason why you see early marriage there. But with the coming of the Savior, he said he will put premium on education, especially for the girl child. And if you go now to the north, and let us look the ratio. Now the north is having the highest girl children going to school. And they said free education, although some people are saying no free, but it was very difficult for some of us when we started. Learning materials, teaching materials were very difficult to get. I can say when I was in Mabroka, because of the hardship, we used to buy fufu book. The book that we call fufu book, 2 for 5 cents. SO2, fufu book, 2 for 5 cents. You cannot really afford it. But now, you'll be boasting to have 80 pages of book. Why can't we say thank you to His Excellency? Why can't we say thank you to His Excellency? We should say thanks. There are so many things that the honorable members that have mentioned that I wouldn't want to dwell on that. But there are some other areas that I will just speak on. And if you go to paragraph, you will go to paragraph 19 again. He cut across. He cut across. For education, that is why you have your book. Read. He cut across. He cut across by giving the right taking, calling the principals or calling the heads of departments in education to go and take their learning materials. And also this school feeding. If you have a teacher, it is your duty in your various constituencies as honorable members, as a representative of your people, if you are very honest, if you have heard from His Excellency's speech that he's giving this or that in the schools, why can't you follow? Why don't you follow up to see what His Excellency has said, whether it's true or not? In those days, you will see people will be sitting there, they call themselves supervisors of schools. They will be supervising on telephones or whatever. But because of the proactiveness of the young minister that is there, he goes there, he follows and see what they are doing. And that is why you are seeing the improvement in the educational sector. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we want quality education. In those days, you have people sit for other people. They take exams. And in those days, you know the giraffe method. The invigilator will be standing there and somebody will be giraffing, longing his neck to see what is there. But now if you dare, you'll be taken out and taken to prison. That is the quality part of it that we say. We don't want quantity education, but quality. We want to see somebody who can speak clear and English that you speak. Not that when you call, if they give you a passage to read, you start to tete. But we say thank you to His Excellency. And also, going further to the educational sector, you see other areas like the last village, the last man standing in the village. You see them now going to schools. Every 2 miles or every 1 mile there's a school. Every 1 mile there's a school. And it is right for you to augment what the government has said. I, Honorable Veronica Sise, I have built a junior secondary school in my constituency. The young man was saying he has a junior secondary school in his constituency. Thank you, because you are augmenting what government is doing. I have a junior secondary school that I give tokens to my teachers. That is what we want to see. If really you are very honest with yourselves. And I have said that man is a God-fearing person. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, and also I want to thank His Excellency, the First Lady. Get hands off our girls. Get Her Excellency, sorry. Get hands off our girls. Get hands off our girls. Get hands off our girls. Are you done? I have corrected myself. I said, Her Excellency. Now, the First Lady. Now, she has brought the get. She has brought the free quality education. Sorry, the get hands off our girls.
Mr. Speaker.
And that has helped us greatly.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. The mother of the house is speaking. Please, the mother.
Order. Carry on, please.
Come again, Her Excellency the First Lady.
Her Excellency the First Lady, Fatima Bio, Fatima Jabi Bio. Her Excellency, Madam Fatima Jabi Bio. If you want to hear it, it's fine. If you don't want to hear, the dice is cast. The choice is yours. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we should be talking now about get hands off our girls, I think the First Lady has helped us greatly.
Her Excellency.
Her Excellency, the First Lady, has helped us greatly. She has helped us. You can attest. Paying us school fees, bothering us, and also, if you touch any small girl now, they will say, hey, SO2, na Fatima in Pikino. So you see, so now the ratio at which we are having teenage pregnancy is now reduced. So we must salute you. But it makes sense. In those days we used to use rags, and you don't know the effect in using that. But with her coming, she has made it very, very comfortable for the girls. So we want to say thank you. And the radical inclusion. You cannot say, I am pregnant, I will not go to school. Or I don't have books, I don't go to school. That's nonsense. Go to school. Go to school. Radical inclusion. Go to school. You have a space. If you give birth, you will leave your child at home. Go to school. We want to see more women, especially girls. The man is just passionate. The man is just liberal. The man is just kind-hearted. The man has respect for women. He has respect for the children. So that is why we have, including Her Excellency. And also, we don't have dropouts. No more dropouts. In those days, we have someone, I go to school again, so too, I don't get belly. No. No more dropouts. That's why we have tech folks all over the place. We have girls' schools. If you go to Port Loco, the first girls' secondary school, Dr. Kadisi school, that was done by His Excellency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, 58, 59, 60 paragraphs about roads. I will just jog your memories. Talking about roads, graveling of roads, and you have seen all the areas that he highlighted in his speech about roads. Is very correct. That is why when the man was presenting, if it was a lie or it was incorrect, you would have seen him stammering. But the man was steadfast. He was relaxed in presenting. That shows that it's very correct. And the roads, look at the roads. And I know my road is part of those that are going to be graveled. You know, in sequence, some people are saying, we have not seen this. This road is not motorable. This road is not mobileable. This road is not this. Sequence. That is your language. Every time you say start, we started it. You can start something without finishing. You are now fitters to be starting. Starters, you start. Who end the race? You are talking about Mashaka Road. Yes.
Member, just to remind you, you've hit cruising altitude, so start descending.
Thank you very much.
By winding up.
That is for the roads, the bridges. And again, let me just touch and thank His Excellency for this 11-year-old bridge. I call it 11 years because it was there for His Excellency, the past president, using it, flying it every day. You see thousands of vehicles going. As president gets up, everybody, Jack and Jill, will start to follow. If right now you go on top of that Magbele bridge, this new constructed bridge, you just watch under. You will say thank you to His Excellency for saving your lives. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank you, and the Moyamba people have asked me to say thank you. Thank you for constructing the Moyamba Junction Road and the yet to be commissioned the Mabam Bridge. They have asked me to say thank you to you, Mr. President. And let me go quickly to the 106. 106. You know where the roads problem started? It started in 1975 when the railway was shut down by your grandfather, the then President, Dr. Shaka Stevens, who closed the railway. And that causes the conjunction, the conjunction of this of the city. Initially, we were having trains that passes through Water Street, Kleintown, to Bawia and Rotifung. And the second one, that was what we enjoyed during the railway.
And on that
people
note,
are selling all good things.
And on that note,
Mr. Speaker, before the note ends, let me just thank His Excellency for the 122 that is dialed to me. If I talk, I didn't mention about the women's empowerment, it will be disheartening to me. And that is why all the women in this country, we are saying thanks to His Excellency. Any man that has respect for a woman, be sure you will succeed. And that is the very reason why His Excellency is going to succeed. Because talking about women's empowerment, we are vulnerable, the children, the youths. And now the women's empowerment is there. The bill is coming. I'm asking all of you, I don't have time, but I'm appealing to the honorable members, because you heard from His Excellency's speech, appealing to you. If you have that love for the women, if you have sisters, mothers, children, grandchildren, please support us during that time and pass the bill, because it is dear to us. It will be beneficial to you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I'll be end by even thanking also the writers, those people, the foot soldiers, the ministers. He did not do it alone. And even he recognizes the parliament. He thanked us. He thanked the parliament. He thanked Mr. Speaker. So if he has taken the opportunity to thank us, why can't we thank him? One good turn deserves another. On that note, I just want you all just to sit and say thank you, Mr. President, for all the 4 years that you have done. And more is coming. And be rest assured, he will come back in a grand style. So trust, he's coming back. One country, one people.
So I be the smile for your wife.
I thank the honorable lady. I thank the honorable lady for her contribution. Order. I thank the honorable lady for her contribution to the debate. I will now give the floor to the Honorable Abdulkago from Putlaka. He will be followed by the following. He will be followed by the following members: the Honorable David Kasigbama, the Honorable Satibanya, and the Honorable Amaduba, in that order.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have always referred to the debate on the state opening address of the President as the moment of truth. This is the only opportunity we have to talk directly to the President and refer to statements he has made to members of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me hastily zoom on paragraph 90, page 20 of the State Opening Address. It says, and I quote, 4 years ago, I made a promise that I will enhance public safety by building 4 fire stations in Western Rural, Pujeung, Kainlaung, and Kabbalah. The Pujeung and Kabbalah fire stations have been completed and commissioned. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is the first time in the President's State Opening Address that he is saying, I made a promise that I would enhance public safety, and he is referring to a promise he made 4 years ago. I want to commend the President. I want to commend him. Anybody who would make a promise and after 4 years, he can remember the promise he had made to honorable house of this nature, I commend him. That's very good of him. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am sure now, I am fully confident that the President does not forget his promises. He does not forget the promises. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody help me to remind the President that that is not the only promise he has made to this house? That is not the only promise he has made to this house. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want the President, just as he has remembered the promise he made 4 years, let him also remember that in paragraph 50 of page 8 in 2021, he said they have done the pre-feasibility study of the Lunge Bridge and they have identified the developer, and he is going to come here with the document for this house to ratify it, and the Lunge Bridge will begin, Mr. Speaker. Until now, we have not seen anything. This President did not even mention about the Lunge Bridge when he came to this house. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can we also remind the President that in this same house he has promised in page 54, in page 54.
No, point of order.
In paragraph,
you are not seeing it, that's right. Mr. Speaker, I did not get the reference properly. We need a reference.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Mind you, don't get bridge out on our manifesto.
Lunge Bridge is in the manifesto. Under sea transportation, the President promised to connect Freetown to Lunge. It's in the manifesto. Go to page 80, but that is not the point of argument. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody also remind the President that on page 9 of paragraph 55 in 2021, the President said he would build overpass bridges. Mr. Speaker, the first time I saw an overpass bridge was when I went to China. An overpass bridge is a bridge that crosses over another bridge. A bridge that crosses over another bridge. When we build one bridge on top another bridge, it's an overpass. Point of order. I only saw that when I went to China.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Not allowed, not permitted. I have limited time, Mr. Speaker. I know this is their strategy.
Mr. Speaker, I have the 2021 speech of His Excellency.
Mr. Speaker, can I please continue?
No. Mr. Speaker, I have the 2021 speech of His Excellency. The President.
You guys are
And he has referred us, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he has referred us to page 955 of the President's speech. 2021, look at it. No, it's not 2021, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
It's not 2021.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members. The President also promised on page 9, paragraph 24, paragraph 54 of 2021 that he is going to build overpass bridges. The first time I saw an overpass bridge was when I went to China. The President did not only stop there, he said he will build transit terminals. The President said he will build market for Lumley Market. He said he will build it. And I want us to know that the President is the fountain of honor. is the commander-in-chief. So whatever he says, he must be able to follow up. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody in this very gathering remind the president that that was not the only promise he made? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us go to 2020, paragraph 144. The president also said he will build a cultural village, a national art gallery. Where is that cultural village? Why could the president remember what he said 4 years but could not remember what he said 2 years ago? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in paragraph 20 of 2020, the president did say that cabinet has approved the sum of $19.8 million for the construction of National Diagnostic and Radiotherapy. Where is that, Mr. Speaker? Why should the president only remember one thing he has promised when we have more than 30 things here he has promised that he could not remember? Mr. Speaker, honorable members,
Mr. Speaker, a point of order.
Somebody...
Mr. Speaker,
no, I will
when
not
the
allow
debater
you.
is saying where is the diagnostic hospital,
I will not allow
it
you.
is ongoing in Kerry Town.
Sit down.
It's a promise,
Sit down.
but the construction is ongoing at Kerry Town.
Sit down. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody help me? They should remember the president because he only has few months to leave office. Can somebody help me remember the president that in paragraph 50 of 2018 he assured this house that he will ensure that the school feeding program is extended to all public supported schools. How many public supported schools do we have in the city? Is any one of them benefiting from the school feeding program?
Now you debate all this.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let us also remind the president that among the promises he has made to this house, he said he will build more classrooms to eliminate the truth. Mr. Speaker, I hope you will give me my time.
I'm trying to protect you.
I hope you will compensate my time.
I always like to members to have order in the house. When he's saying something and a member rising on a point of order, I think they should wait for you to give the leader, the MP, the platform, the honorary member to speak or not to speak. Let us stop interjecting. We can learn from what he's saying. He's making a comparative statement. I want to hear him. I want to hear him very clear. So if you raise point of order, maybe you are asking for clarification. He might come, let him speak. Speak as much you can. Thank you. Let us...
Mr. Speaker, I am saying this because the president is the fountain of honor. He is the commander-in-chief. He controls this nation. And when he says something, it's a policy statement. For the fact that he has spent 4 years, more than 4 years in office, and he only has less than 1 year to leave office, I am sure we should remind him of some of the critical promises he made to this house that have not been accomplished till now. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody remind the president that in 2020, in paragraph 113, the president told this house that he was going to give money, subsidy, to youth in Swazi, youth in Belgium, youth in Kenema, youth in McKinney, so that they import their own businesses and own their own shops, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you were here, 2020, when the president said he was going to construct houses for members of parliament.
Mr. Speaker, order. Mr. Speaker,
you have your bed.
Mr. Kabo, read the portion. Mr. Speaker, we are on public forum. To say the president said, and you make reference to a particular document, read the extract. Read the extract where he said he was going to give money to build this like this.
I don't have time for you, Mr. Goval. Honorable Goval, I don't have time for you. I am time constrained. I don't have time for you. I am time constrained.
Mr.
Speaker, honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, is he actually referring to paragraph 113?
Mr. Speaker, for the records.
Hold on.
No, I know, but he has to let him do the references clearly.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, for the records.
Order, please.
We don't want a repeat.
Before you take the floor.
All right, we'll wait, sir.
Number one, I think all of you by now must know the rule. You cannot speak or interject save from the seat allotted to you. Please respect that rule. Second, you know, when somebody has the floor and the interjections begin, the first, the second, and then you have a multiplicity of those interjections, then what you get is a pandemonium. Let's avoid that. Let's avoid that, please. This is exactly, yeah, when we're young, we did that. But now we're honorable members of parliament. Let's give meaning to the word honorable. Please, carry on.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I have said this because the president is the fountain of honor, is the commander-in-chief. This nation relies on what he says, and this is an honorable house. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, can somebody also remind the president that in paragraph 58 of 2018, he did say that he will construct one primary school, one preschool in every section, one junior school in every ward, one senior school in every constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the president has spent more than 4 years. He only has less than 1 year. I want to believe that this is the right opportunity. I don't give you this. I don't give you my time. I know you want to interject. All of you want to interject so that you don't listen me. But I'll force you to listen me. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. The president spoke of his fight against corruption. The president said he has fought corruption to the extent that his effort has been recognized by MCC. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, please permit me to refer you all to page 91 of the 2019 audit report. Page 91, under payment of overseas expenses for non-council staff. It says, during 2019, the council made a total payment of 200,942,333 loans for air tickets and per diem to an individual that are not to individuals that are not staff of council. Additionally, back-to-back office reports and evidences of transfer of knowledge to the council staff regarding the travel undertaking were not submitted for audit inspection. This was referring to the Freetown City Council, that they had to travel with a staff that is not employed in the council. Now, from 2016, anti-corruption has concluded their investigation, and they have asked the mayor of the Freetown City Council to repay this amount, Mr. Speaker. And in fact, it was $4 million that very travel attracted to this very nation. But that was disregarded, regardless of the fact that it was a council resolution. It was a council resolution that should happen. That was disregarded. Mr. Speaker, on this same audit report, let me also refer you to something else. Yeah? In fact, the expenditure of that mayor, of the mayor that very year was deemed as ineligible expenses. But Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in that same audit report, let us go to page 434. It says the management, that is the, okay, let me just begin with the daily subsistence allowance paid for ineligible individual. It says a sample of the payment voucher were inspected in respect of the overseas travel. It was observed that the DSA allowance of 2,160 $60 was paid to Mr. Paul Massaquoi as part of the delegation of the office of the First Lady during the visit to Niamey, Niger, to attend the 23rd OFLAD Ordinary General Assembly. We therefore observe that Mr. Paul Massaquoi was neither a staff nor a consultant in the office of the President or the First Lady. As a result, we have considered this expenditure to be ineligible. Same word. Same word. But as I speak, nobody has been asked to pay for Mr. Paul Massaquoi. It's the same word. The only difference is the surname. The only difference is the surname. Nobody has been questioned. Is that how we fight corruption? Is that how we fight corruption? Is that what we should do as a nation? Should we be selective in our fight against corruption? Should we go against opposition and leave those who are in governance? And Mr. Speaker, let me tell you, the mayor is not the vote controller of Freetown City Council. Why didn't you invite the vote controller? Why didn't they invite the vote controller? Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
There is a point of order, yes.
Mr. Speaker, we are live on air. And the insinuation, the allegation the honorable member is making is baseless, because Mr. Paul Soba Massaquoi was the ED, Executive Director of Maritime, currently is under suspension and facing the court under ACC. Yeah, so you should, we are not dispensing justice like that.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Thank you, Mr. Leader. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Paul Massaquoi was suspended on another note. Nobody queried him, or nobody queried the office of the First Lady for traveling with somebody who wasn't a staff. Nobody queried them. And Mr. Speaker, the mayor of Freetown City Council is not the vote controller. So I wonder why you question the mayor and you ACC did not in any way invite the vote controller who appended his signature. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am not going to stop at the mayor. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Mr. Speaker, I have not even begun yet. They have interrupted me so many times, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me draw your attention to a very serious issue, what I will refer to as sacrilege. I will refer to this as sacrilege because the most important office in this nation is the office of the President. Let me just read what is embedded in page 440 of the audit report. It says the sum of $110,000 should be refunded by the payees, that is the state chief of protocol and the personal assistant to the First Lady, as the retirement receipts were marked with discrepancies, inaccuracies, and inconsistencies. The receipts provided have also been disputed by the concerned third parties. From the office of the President, they have receipts that are marked with discrepancies, fake receipt, forged receipt. This is a sacrilege to that office. That is the most respected office in this land. And since this audit report came out, no action has been taken. Nobody has answered. Nobody has been questioned. Instead, they are questioning somebody who went out to bring $4 million to promote this country. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it did not end there. Let us also go to 3.60.2.
Honorable member, you've exceeded your time.
Yes, I'm rounding up, Mr. Speaker. Let me also go to 3.60.2. He said, of the funds provided to cover the cost of medical bills for the President and the subsistence allowance, payment totaling to $73,416 was made to cover the cost of the accommodation of eight family officers. Even though the full DSA amounting to $75,852 to cover such cost had been paid. This is an evidence of double dipping. What happened? They paid the DSA, personal DSA, to 8 staff that we had to travel.
Say you were winding up.
I am winding up, sir. They paid the sum of $75,852 to personal staff, 8 of them that we are traveling with the President.
And when they went again to the president, they gave the office $73,416 for the same 8 people who had been paid. That is double dipping in the highest office of this land. Mr. Speaker, that is sacrilege. It should be an object of concern. So when you talk about insincerity, when you talk about commitment to the fight of corruption, when you talk about bringing people who are not sincere to this nation, let us begin to check with the office of the president. Let us begin to check in the office of the president. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I just want to attract our attention to paragraph 3 of the recently published Human Rights Report from the Department of State, Mr. Speaker. Paragraph 3 states, significant human rights issues include credible reports of unlawful or arbitrary killings of government, cruel, inhuman, degrading treatment or punishment by government or on behalf of government, harsh and life-threatening prison condition, arbitrary arrest or detention. That is how our government has been described by the very United States government that is giving us the MCC. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The next speaker on my list is the Honorable Sati Banya.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to start by thanking His Excellency for delivering a comprehensive and credible speech to this House. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, having gone through the speech of His Excellency, I want to narrow myself down to key things in pages 89, 90, 88, 68, 58, and 16. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank His Excellency for coming up with a very brilliant idea to this House by separating the Office of National Security from that of the Disaster Management Agency. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, since the formation of the Disaster Management Agency, we have seen a lot of intervention undertaken by the Disaster Management Agency, especially in my own district. One of the most important things being done by them is that they have been able to address issues pertaining to disaster problems within my constituency, especially to the victims. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, just within Kailan district, when there was an issue of flooding in Shegbema, fire incident in Kailan, I vividly saw a team of disaster management team distributing bundles of zinc, non-food items, and food items to the victims. This has never happened before. If we can all remember, since 2014, when we had a mudslide event in this country, the #1 person of this country at that time, he was like Mr. Everything, receiving money from donors, disbursing money by himself, and he was not even accountable to the victims at that time. And up to this moment, parents of those victims are still suffering because of such events. But our president, being very much passionate to the people of this country, he was able to set up a special team to address issues like this. So I want to say thanks to the disaster management team, especially the head of that team, because they have been transparent. And one important thing about them, for whatever lead to activity they undertake, they do involve MPs of those affected areas. So I want to say thanks to His Excellency for the formation of such agency. One of the issues maybe I would like the President to address, especially about the staff of that agency, is mobility. Because on most occasions, I've been seeing them using their own personal vehicles to address disaster issues in various areas. So government should try to fast-track logistic problems to them. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for doing that. The other event I want to talk about is the construction of a new brand fire station in my constituency 004, that is in Kailan, by His Excellency. This has never happened before. In the past, people always see fire officers as actual police officers. But the intervention of this government by constructing not only an office space, but also an accommodation for their staff, and with a brand new fire engine in Kailan, that is a laudable effort being done by this government. So I want to say thank you to His Excellency for providing such an event for us. The other aspect is about electricity. You know, the approach of our government is based on a bottom-top approach. Sometimes people in Freetown always talk about the availability of light in Freetown. Yes, Freetown is not Sierra Leone. We also have people in the provinces who are very much contributing to the welfare of this country. So the approach of our government is more of a bottom-top approach. When you visit Kailan, in most of the chiefdom headquarters that you can even compare to district headquarters in the north, if you take places like Shegbema, they are now being given 24 hours light, Daru, Pendembu, Kwendu, Buyendu, and these are areas that we can compare to most of your district headquarter towns. So Kailan, as I speak to you, there has been massive erections of electric poles, and transformers are already there. Very shortly from now to November, they will be commissioning full electricity in Kailan Township. So I want to say thanks to His Excellency for providing such a facility for us. And when we talk about road in this country, since 2003, designs, surveys, we are done by the then SLPP government. So road is not a novelty thing to SLPP. And in fact, it is synonymous to our name. Roads, construction of bridges. Just in Kailan Township, or let me start by commending 3 main sectors in the road sector. That is one, we talk about the SLRA, road funds, the RMFA, and NAXA. They have extremely done well in improving road conditions in our country. Just within Kailan, for RMFA, they have constructed about 5 bridges. And also in other sub-villages, there are construction of culverts and other roads going on within our district, connecting one community to the other. So I want to say thank you, Mr. President, and also the 3 sectors that are facilitating such a project in my constituency. Thank you. Yes, and a colleague made mention of about school feeding program, that they have not started that yet in the Western area. I want to tell you, just last week, there was an announcement on radio by the Ministry of Education that they have already started school feeding program in the Western area. So it is going on, and also in the provinces, it is effectively going on there. And one big thing that has been done by this government is the construction of 300 bedrooms of hostels in Kailan Township as a pilot phase. That is ongoing. Yes, I have to just relay my speech to what is happening in my constituency or the district at large. So that is a way of, preventing our young girls from early teenage pregnancy and to promote the education affairs. The provision of school buses is another laudable event by this government. The only problem is that we don't want government to just be static at this provision of bus services within district headquarter towns. It should also be extended to certain chiefdom headquarter towns. And even on the highways, when you travel between Serabu to Blama, you always come across children working on foot to just get access to their schools in Blama. Those within my 91, I wonder why people like a colleague from my 91 cannot make mention of some of these things, because they always want to give blind eyes to development projects being undertaken by this government. So I want to make a special plea to the government to at least help in providing, if not 2 or 3 buses on the highways, and also to specific children headquarter towns instead of district headquarter towns. Lastly, people also started saying that we have not done anything much in the healthcare system. But I want to tell you that just in Putloko, there is a construction of 100-bedroom hospital. Yes. And also in Kailan district, Mahalema Chiefdom, it is going on there. Yes. And just this morning, I heard it on radio, my 18 in Cambia, they are also constructing a hospital there. Yes, yes. So continue to do that, Mr. President. You know, Kailan district, we always decide the last phase of this country in terms of electioneering process. We are ready, more than 100% ready to vote you back into power come 2023. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank the honorable member for his contribution. The next speaker on my list is the Honorable Comeback Commander. He will be followed by the Honorable Fode Mario Camara, who in turn will be followed by the Honorable Mustafa Selu. Sorry, what? Yes?
Mr. Speaker?
Hold on 1 second. Yes?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me a singular audience to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let me start primarily with a quotation in the Bible that says, "In the days of the old it was said to men of old, tit for tat, you do me, I do you. But verily I say to you, that when the man slaps you on the left cheek, give him the right cheek." On this note, I thought it was only Jesus that had that wisdom, that faith, that belief to forgive 70 times 7. Until recently, when I knew that there was a Godfather, a saint that was sent on this earth. And today, he sits to chair the Parliament of Sierra Leone. He is more forgiving than the Speaker. Mr. Speaker has demonstrated not only the wisdom to forgive, but he has the ability to treat each and every one of us here as his biological children. On that note, in areas where your own child goes wrong, it has no other option. But even the prodigal son that went away came back, and the true father accepted. Mr. Speaker, you are not there by your volition. God made you sit there because you are the only person that would have managed this most troublesome parliament. Thank you for such a wisdom. Let me, on behalf of myself and my family, and invite my constituents, invite the Honorable Ibikago, who for some reasons had very close relationship with the Speaker, to join me in not only commending him and saluting him, but to say he is God sent and he is a forgiving spirit. Forgive your children for the wrong. Forgive the mistakes we have done and allow us to forge ahead. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to handle you. I am not here to say your son went wrong, because when the father denies the child lunch, sometimes he goes out and complains. But I did not complain. I protested in the eyes of my father. And for this reason, my dad, I asked for God's forgiveness, for you to have a place in your heart. Continue in good spirit and continue to keep this hung parliament stable and stable. May God deliver you. May God bless you. And may God continue to see you through. Thank you so much.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for allowing my MP to apologize and giving a background to what transpired on that day. I was not around. But Parliament is a special place. Thinking about the orders, the Parliament as enshrined in our standing orders, also specific provision in our Constitution, our behavior in and out of Parliament. It's very appalling to see some of the behaviors that our MP are putting up in Parliament. And in our standing orders, SO 42, the ruling of Mr. Speaker is final. And your decisions in this chamber cannot be challenged in any court of law. So we should have respect for you as the third person in hierarchy of governance. Yes, I join you to apologize, but we don't want to see such behavior repeating from members of Parliament. We call ourselves honorable men, so we should behave honorably. We should respect ourselves, and that respect should be shown. We are representing people. We are not representing ourselves. So I join him to apologize, and let this be the very last time on this other side we are getting such behavior from our MPs. And if that be the case for another time, I will personally stand on SO 43 to move the motion, which I will do. The whole of SO 43 gives you the power as Mr. Speaker to take your action. I promise you of that on this other side. It's too much in this house for the behavior of members. It's becoming unbecoming in the house. We have to put stop to it. If we are decent people, we want to showcase, we want to lead the nation, we should start from here. He is by relation, he's my uncle. So, him, Joanna. Yeah. So I'm saying this because he met me. I told him, look, before I talk for you, you have to apologize. And he went to your office. I was there. If I were known to me, I would not explain what happened. He begged you, he apologized, and also I did not say anything deliberately, because I was waiting for this moment. So we show a wise person should do. If you want to live as somebody, you want to have respect, you want to be a leader, you want to be a person of some character that we can look up to in the nation. So I believe he has done the right thing. And again, I want to join him to apologize that such behavior will not repeat itself. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I will not repeat all the words of the leader because of time, but I just want to say that I concur, not like Tumboyeke, but like Honorable Chairman Oba, on all what the Honorable leader has said. I join him in all fours. And Mr. Speaker, we also want to assure you that we'll hang heads as leaders and ensure that soonest we'll get all MPs again in the same room so that we address ourselves to avoid such incidents repeating themselves. I thank you.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am Honorable Combat M Commander. I am representing the people of 024 in Kono. I thank the President in his address on the 10th of this month concerning the promises he has made for this republic. I thank him because he followed some of the promises which he made from 2018 to date. Says my thanks to Mr. President. Mr. President, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, and in 2018, the President, before this House, made certain promises to the people of this House and the Republic. Coming to 2022
presidential address, page number 5, paragraph number 19. He made some promises, and on this document, they were fulfilled. In 2018, he said he will provide school buses for our children right across the 16 political district. He did it. He said he will do a school feeding program, even though not in all schools, but he did it. He says he will give teaching and learning materials. Yes, even though not on time, but he did it. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let's go to 2018, page number 14, paragraph 56. In paragraph 56, Mr. Speaker, the president said he is going to make sure that our teachers got quality training in training institutions right across the country. I've never seen that training institution for our teachers. He even made promises that teachers who have taught for 10 years, he will select 3 of their children to go to university. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this one has not been seen. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he talked about remote allowances for teachers in the villages. That has not happened. Mr. Speaker, he also says that teachers with special cases, for example, the handicapped teachers, they will have allowances. That hasn't come. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he went further to say that teachers who are Mr. Speaker, honorable members, he promised teachers that training institution will be established. Nothing of such has been found. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, to this year address, page number 19, he talked about public buildings. I thank the president. He said something about the construction of Foreign Service Commission, Foreign Service Academy. He said the work is going on. That is good. He talked about the completion of the Anti-Corruption Commission, which is fine. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I don't really know if Parliament is not part of public building. Nothing of such has been mentioned in his speech. Mr. Speaker, it's not mentioned in this address. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me go to food security. Agriculture and food security. Are we really food secured in Sierra Leone? Do we have affordable cost for the food in Sierra Leone? Do we have enough water in Sierra Leone for our communities? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, food security doesn't mean it's in the market, but can the people be able to afford it at a cost? Our people, are they providing food 3 times per day in their houses? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let somebody help me go to 2022, page 4, wherein 2021, wherein Mr. President says $54 million was allocated to the Ministry of Agriculture. 2021, $54 million was allocated to the Ministry of Agriculture. Another $30 million was also given to the Ministry of Agriculture. But all was loaned, Mr. Speaker, from the Exit Bank.
Mr. Speaker, yes, we have the 2021 speech and the 2022 speech here. When you go to Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are live on air. And we are honorable members of Parliament. and we should behave as one. Mr. Speaker, when you go to page 4 on the 2021 budget, on the 2021 speech of His Excellency the President, nothing talks about culture.
Can you help? Can you help by citing the paragraph number?
On page 4.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. It's page 2.
No,
page 2.
The
paragraph 13. Allow me to read, Mr. Speaker. The $94 million investment in rice cultivation in Robi swamps, develop water management and irrigation infrastructure to support rice cultivation around Tomabone are already on the way. $84 million was given to that ministry. Where is the Tomabone rice?
Tomabone. Mr. Speaker, the time is 12. I therefore move the SOF to be suspended.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Hold on.
So second, Mr. Speaker.
We have a motion. It's 12 o'clock. Any seconder?
So second, Mr. Speaker.
All in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. You may continue.
Mr. Speaker, I believe that there are committees. $84 million, no rice, no nothing. It's an ordinary expenses on the government. I believe in the report of the Committee on Agriculture and Development. We would like to see it in their report. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let's talk something about housing.
Mr. Speaker, please, for clarification, we don't have Ministry of Agriculture and Development. In the report of Ministry of Agriculture and Development, we don't have Ministry of Agriculture and Development. Please, he said in the report. We are in front of camera.
If he said so, it must be a slip of the tongue.
Sure.
And
I
we'll
said,
allow it. Carry on.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, housing and land. In 2018, the president promised that he will afford houses for Sierra Leoneans. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let's go to 2018, page number 31, paragraph 119. The president promised us that he will deliver affordable houses for Sierra Leoneans. He did the same thing in 2021. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, where are those houses for Sierra Leoneans which the president promised us? Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let's talk about roads and bridges. In his address to this house, on page number 13, paragraph 58, I really enjoyed the speech of the president when he was talking about complete. How can you complete something without starting? Bridges in where? Let me read. Paragraph 119. He said, I have completed the Ogbere Bridge. But he never said, I have started the Ogbere Bridge.
Is it 119, sir? Help us. Is it 119?
One to one, my friend. 1 to 1.
Honorable member.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
I would like to follow your contribution, but please give me the citation again.
2018.
No. The latest
2018.
No, you refer to the current one.
No, 2018. Let me start from 2018. Page 31, paragraph 119. 2021. In 2021, he says he's going to afford houses for Sierra Leoneans, and he never provide those houses. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am asking the people of Sierra Leone to ask the president where are those houses for Sierra Leoneans. Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, sometime last year in this same house, the president was bold enough to say that he's going to electrify 7 political districts. But in his speech, he never mentioned anything about the megawatts that will be provided in those 7 political districts. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, going throughout the country.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, point of order. Order SO 35-5. Mr. Speaker, I will laud the indulgence of honorable members from this side to give the MPPs to debate. Mr. Speaker, is that representing the people of constituency 024 and the whole him of a very high esteem, and if he's giving the level playing field to debate, I would love to hear that. Thank you for your cooperation.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, as the president did said last year, we were with the opinion that those works, Mr. Speaker, with the opinion that by now those electricity work must have been completed. But going to Cambia now, you can see that the job is not in that much progress. I cannot talk of Kailand. My brother, I've been visiting Kailand, you know. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am telling Mr. President that the people of these 7 political districts are handing out for light. They want to say light. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, even the district that have light in their district headquarter towns, they cannot have light even for 12 hours. Example is Kono district.
And with that, honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in development, whatsoever has not been done this year can be carried forward. The foreign, to my knowledge, has not been done. They need to be carried forward. The electricity for 7 political districts, Mr. President needs to think about it. The teacher training institutions, you cannot teach people when a teacher is not taught. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we need a training institution for our teachers. Also, Mr. Speaker, we need the scholarship the president promises the teachers who have served for 10 years, paper and teacher, to send them to university. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much.
I thank the honorable member for his contribution. The next speaker on my list is the Honorable Amadou Ba. Amadou Ba is missing his opportunity then. Since he is not here, I'll give the floor next to the Honorable Fode Mario.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I stand in front of you today with a heavy heart for the absence of my leader. But on the other side, I want to say it's better because I want to announce that I'll have to intervene twice. Today I'm intervening, and on Monday I'll be part of the group to round up as a leader. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is indeed a great opportunity for me to say thank you to His Excellency the President, the retired Brigadier Julius Madabio. Mr. Speaker, I want to admit that the president, to me, is somebody with a good will for this country. The president really means well for this country. But as I said, I think 2 years back, the speech every year is too long. Why do we have long speeches? This is because the MDAs make their reports, they send these reports in a pool where summaries are made for the president to talk to us, to talk to the nation. I do not see, and I will not believe that there will be any MDA that will paint a bad picture of itself. Now, I say the president means well. Most of the things people are saying are not good, they are bad, he has not done this, he has not done that. This is because the president is not a one-man gang, SO2. You have departments, you have ministries. These people come together to make what the president gives us. Well, it's rather unfortunate that what they give to the president, the other day, even this parliament, I can say it was an indictment. I told the president, I said, Mr. President, don't listen, don't believe all that they tell you from this parliament. I said it here and I'm repeating it.
Oh, really?
It's very unfortunate. People blame him for things he's not responsible for. Mr. President, everything, Mr. President. But Mr. President is not alone. When you look at his speech this year, you will be worried. Coming to it, Mr. Speaker, he starts with development planning. When we look at what he said there, we have to be worried. We have to be afraid that very likely we are in for trouble in this country. The president says, and I quote, he says here, with the conduct of the first ever digital national census, page 2, paragraph 7. The 2021 midterm population and housing census. My government will henceforth base national development planning on credible data. Allahu Akbar. SO2. How can you say something is credible when it is controversial? You see, I'm saying we are in for trouble because if this government bases its development planning on this census, then there is much concern. He is saying credible data, and the whole country was saying it's not credible. This particular census, Mr. Speaker, up to this date, up to this hour, I'm not even sure that all the tablets have been retrieved. Enumerators have not been paid. Not all the data is in. And the government is saying they are going to base their development plans on this census. Census in which people are saying, in fact, some people were saying, and they are still saying they never saw any enumerator. But others, in fact, they are saying that neighbors could give information about their counterparts. You can go to a neighbor in a house, he will tell you about the other house. He will tell you everything. And we say it is credible. Mr. Speaker, let us be worried. It's a big concern. You remember, there are people here, in fact, in this house, who suffered from pepper spray because of that census. I'm not naming names because I know people will deny. This census, Mr. Speaker, I disagree with. If they say the data is credible, I disagree. And I'm afraid I want to ask Mr. Speaker that we advise, that this parliament advises the government not to base development planning on the census. Mr. Speaker, why do we have the president here every year? The president comes to tell us about the state of the nation, to tell us what he has been able to do and what he has not done and why, so that we proffer solutions to make sure that what was actually to be done and was not done could be done through suggestions that come from this house and perhaps from the public sometimes. We come to the economy, Mr. Speaker. The economy, you look, the president says here, the president says policies and programmatic interventions have added stability to our economy. Page 2, paragraph 8. They have added stability to our economy. The last time, I think it was for the budget debate. Mr. Be steady-minded, right? Now, you see, when you say stability, the last time here I said
Mr.
that
Speaker, it's page 1,
I, standing before you here, I am a layman in economics. I didn't study economics. What I know is what is happening in the streets. Let me repeat to you here. Let me repeat to you here that I said the other day that when the franc Guinean beats the Leon, I go to my people and tell them my economy is healthy, my people will laugh at me. I talk about the franc Guinean because I come from the border. My people deal with people from Pamelap, from Siramodia, from Daragbe. My people on Sundays, they go to Daragbe. Saturdays, they go to Siramodia for this cross-border trade. Today, you need 1 million leons for 700,000 franc Guinean. 700,000 franc Guinean. I remember in our days when I was at school, I had a colleague, KB, he was called. He used to get just £5. £5, they used to call it. With £5, he could take 1 week at the Hotel Cameroon in Conakry. That is the truth. So today, if you need 1 million leons to get 700,000 francs, very few Sierra Leoneans, very few people from Cambia district are now going over the border to buy things from Guinea. It's in fact a big worry, because even our customs, NRA, they are not getting enough today because there is not enough cross-border trade. There is not enough cross-border trade. Our people are not going. Our people are not going over because they are not getting any profit when they come back. No, let me talk to him. I can talk to him and talk to the rest of the house. So, Mr. Speaker,
If we say our economy is healthy, then we have to make sure that the traders, our business people, stop complaining. We are all aware of their complaints. There are several complaints coming from several quarters, not just from people going to Guinea, but even people who want the dollar, people who want the euros. It's very difficult. It is very difficult for our people. It's indeed a pity. It is indeed a pity that we find ourselves in a place where we are telling people that everything is good, it's rosy, as if to say, you people are ungrateful. We are telling the people of Sierra Leone that they are ungrateful because we are providing everything is good, but they disagree, they don't want to accept. But in reality, the people are suffering, Mr. Speaker. We come to food security, Mr. Speaker. Agriculture and food security. I'm not saying this because I was removed from the committee on agriculture. I know this is what some people will say. But then for years I've been saying here that our policies are bad. The agricultural policies of this country are bad. Look at what has happened now, Mr. Speaker. What page is this? Page 9, paragraph 40, 41, 42. Mr. Speaker, our president went to Vietnam. To learn. Do we need to go out of this country to learn about agriculture? It's like sitting on somebody's head and asking him, what do I do to liberate you? It's just a question of coming down. Finish. He's free. We have the lands. We have water. We have all the natural resources for agriculture. We don't need to go to Vietnam. Next time, perhaps next year, our president will go to China. Mr. Speaker, what is worrying about this is, in fact, today, as I'm standing before you, if I had gone to State House as the minister in charge of discipline that was intended for me, if I were there from 2018, today we would have been exporting rice from this country. Because we have all that it takes to produce more than enough in this country. You remember, even the school feeding program, I said it here, that all we needed to do, instead of going to WFP, all we needed to do was to support the local farmer so that he could produce more than what is required in the village and sell to the government for the children to be fed. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am not saying the government is not doing anything. Indeed, no government can sit on its oars without doing anything. But it is possible that somebody does something wrongly. You do the correct thing wrongly, or you don't do enough. But no one is saying they are not doing anything. You know why I'm saying this, Mr. Speaker? It's every Sierra Leonean knows that things are not rosy. That this fairy tale we have here is just a fairy tale. The last time I said, I described the budget as a nice piece of literature. Today I said this is a fairy tale.
Mr. Speaker.
Because it's actually a fairy tale,
Mr. Speaker,
that starts well and ends well. It's a fairy tale that starts well and ends well. We cannot call a document like this a report from the president. Well, mind you, I am not making enemies. All I'm saying is the truth. It is not the fault of the president. The president cannot go around the country. What is important here is he doesn't know what is happening in certain areas. But you can't blame him. Unfortunately, we have people that are just painting things for him. We have people that are covering everything. We have people who do not know that we are going back where we came from. In a very short while, we'll go back to those people that sent us here. In a very short while. Let's think of them now. Let's think of our people. Let's put ourselves in their places. Let us empathize. Let us know that, of course, we have salaries. There are people who don't have anything to think about, to gain from this government. Nothing. Well, they pay local taxes. There are areas where the government has not touched at all. I remember saying here when we are to approve loans on agriculture that the beneficiaries are the problem. What we are approving in this parliament is not actually going to the right beneficiaries. We have had a lot coming in. Let's stop thinking about getting people to help us all the time. Let us stop that. Let us start to move. Let us start to move. Sierra Leone has enough to live as a country. Sierra Leone has enough to push ahead. In that vein, Mr. Speaker, I remember what Professor Limumba said, that if you spend 1 hour explaining what you have done, it means you have not done anything. That is why in the future, let us talk little and do more. Not talk. Let our actions speak. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank the president. But once again, I want to pity him. I sympathize with him. It's not nice for you to have somebody, to have people around you who are always praising you, even if you are doing the wrong thing. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the honorable member. I thank the honorable member for his contribution. I now give the floor to the Honorable Sir Charles.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this is Honorable Sir Charles, representing the people of Fiama, Camara, and Benson Chiefdoms in constituency 028 Konodi Street. Today, we are here again for the very last time debating the final presidential address of His Excellency to the people of Sierra Leone. I want to start off by thanking him for the speech he so graciously delivered here on the 10th of this month. As per constitutional mandate, that is his function, that at the start of every parliamentary session is expected to deliver the State of the Nation address, in which he outlined his programs, challenges, and successes. I will start my debate by looking at the area of the economy. The economy, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if you go to paragraph 10, page 3, there is a mention of the special credit facility of 500 billion loans. Of course, I had a colleague, member from Bo Mongere, was clamoring here the other day that we should thank the president for that facility to cushion up the suffering of our people. But, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is disheartening to learn that irrespective of that support that was meant to cushion up the economic situation of our suffering people out there, go to the market, the prices of essential commodities keep skyrocketing every day. What is happening? That is why I tell people that whenever we want to fix up, to find solutions to our problems, we should not be hasty for these quick fix mechanisms. Quick fix mechanisms cannot help us as a nation. We need sustainable measures sustainable measures that will put this country forward. We expected the president. 500 billion loans is not a small money. It's not small. If that money was pumped to the local people out there for the production and distribution of these essential services, it will have helped greatly. I go back to the area of education, paragraph 16 to 29, from page 4 to page 7. Under education, the president made a lot of commitments that he has done, achievements and successes. I will take you to paragraph 17 to be specific. The award of the scholarship to a student from Moraldo, Homo Sanko. We applaud him for that because we believe is a support. We talk about the additional 600,000 children access to school is a good one. We also talk about the recruitment of over 5,000 teachers. It's also a good one. However, the problem remains, out of this number, we still have teachers who are still struggling, who do not still have salaries, irrespective of having PIN codes. You go to the ministry, you go to TSC, they will start telling you that there is mismatch, there is this, there is that, they are doing ratifications here and there. Up to now, some of these teachers are languishing, serving our pupils, but yet without salary. It's a concern, and we hope the government will look into it. I will also take you to the area of the promise to establish teacher training institutions across the country. The president, 4 years ago, when he was here, he made promise to the people of Sierra Leone that education being his flagship program, he will do everything humanly possible to ensure that the affairs of teachers are prioritized. As I speak, today being the 27th of May, a release is out from the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, giving the government of His Excellency Brigadier Julius Madabio a 21-day ultimatum. The release is out today, in which our teachers have given the government a 21-day ultimatum for them to look into their affairs, their conditions of service. It is very important. When we talk about these things, we are not talking politics, but we are pointing out these things so that this country will move forward. The betterment of Sierra Leone is for all of us. It will not benefit SLPP alone. It will not benefit C4C or APC or any political party alone. But when Sierra Leone is better, it becomes a better place for all of us. And therefore, those things that are inimical to the development of our nation, we should point them out and put the government on its toes to address some of these issues. I will also take you to the area of overspending. Mr. Speaker, I remember on Wednesday when the Honorable from Falaba was referencing the Auditor General's report which regards the overspending noticed from the Ministry of Finance. You said on that fateful day that we should do something about it. Yes, indeed. As rightly said in the Constitution, in Section 119 of the Act number 6, 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, it is clear that when once the Auditor General's report is out, Parliament as an institution, we take ownership of that document, ensure that we look into the findings, we debate it and come out with recommendations as to the actions to be taken. But it is very disheartening that for the past 4 years we have been in this house, no Auditor General report has been debated. It is very, very appalling. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I throw back the question to you, Mr. Speaker. You are the umpire in this house. You are there to ensure that procedures are followed to the letter. If members have moved several times, motions have been moved across the aisles for these reports to be debated. Up to now, nothing has been done about that. What is happening? Are we not serious about fighting corruption? Are we not serious about looking into those things that are holding us back as a nation? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. And I believe by the time you leave that chair, Mr. Speaker, you will not, these are some of the odd parts of your history that you will not want to be ascribed to your tenure as Speaker of this House. To have been here for up to 5 years, no Auditor General's report has been debated. It's appalling. It's sad. You will not want that to be ascribed to your tenure, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, forget about what has passed. We are here now, and I believe we should correct the wrongs. That is what we should do. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will also take you to the airport. The airport. Of course, if you go to paragraph 63 on page 14, you have the president making mention of the brand new ultra-modern international air terminal at Lungi. That's a very good one. Of course, Parliament, we have played our part. We've ratified the agreement for that $270 million project. But I believe there's still much to be done. We want to have situational reports. Where are we? I can remember this House has ratified that document months ago, if not a year now. Right? We expect Mr. President to come to this House, give us reports in relation to the status of some of these projects going forward. And undermining, Mr. Speaker, if you go to paragraph 107 to 110, we talk about community benefits. That is our concern. For God's sake, Mr. Speaker, I cannot be having a mining company operating in my district or in my constituency, right, contributing immensely to the national coffer, and the community from which these companies are operating are not having the returns. It's appalling. For the past 3 years now, for the past 2 to 3 years now, I will tell you the last CDF fund was paid in 2020. From 2020 up to date, nothing has been done about that. And the consortium of civil society on natural resources, they have also given out a statement on that. We want to see this government take some of these things into consideration. And I will also take you...
Point of order. I speak as the chairman for Mines and Mineral Resources. I can also state here, with all alacrity, Mr. Speaker, that there has not been an administration paying DACDF that is referring to as the present administration. Just last year, we paid 8 billion. That's not small money. It has not been paid. 8 billion we paid. Yes, I joined NMA and I joined the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources. 4 years on, what has happened in the mining sector has never happened since 1968, when a military leader in the person of Dr. Smith promulgated a decree by law. 4 years on, we inherited 7 large-scale mining companies. Today we are talking of 12 large-scale. By the time the new act is completed, I'm not debating. I'm not clarifying points. I'm not debating. I'm not clarifying. I don't want to clarify points. So by the time, Mr. Speaker, I'm not. I think I'm still protected. Mr. Speaker, am I protected? No, I'm to clarify point.
Honorable Kusa, that's wrong. You are a very senior member of parliament. Allow the man to conclude. That's wrong. No. No, but you are expected to debate.
No.
You are expected to.
I cannot be sitting here as committee chairman for my family resources. And I think it's going. Mr. Speaker, am I protected?
No, you are protected, but you stood on a point of order.
That is it. No,
wait for your turn.
No, by the time I come, you know.
No, you wait for your turn.
Speaker, I think Section 98 gives me the power to speak.
No, you'll have your
turn. Thank you.
I think that clarity has been made.
You'll have your turn.
I think that clarity has been made that no government has ever paid 8 billion as far as this is concerned.
Mr. Speaker, my being in this parliament, Mr. Speaker, I'm on oath, and before the commencement of every parliamentary sitting, we always start with the parliamentary prayer, and I'm very much mindful of it, that whatever I do here, I shall do devoid of all prejudices. And with regards the mining sector, there is a document by the Civil Society Consortium on Natural Resources, who have given out a position paper. It was based on that I raised the issue of the DACDF, that since 2020, they have not been paid, right? Until that is proven, otherwise, I believe that is the stance.
Honorable
Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
We have always said when documents are not before us as parliament, and when members of parliament reference those documents to justify their allegations or their claims, they should be tendered. Because you cannot make reference in adding credence to your debates on documents that are not before us. And we have not, as members of parliament, read the document from the civil society. So if you are claiming that your justification is from the Civil Society Consortium, you should make that document available to us as members of parliament. Please, thank you.
The document is available, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable member, I don't know the date of publication of that document. It may have preceded this moment. I don't know. But the leader for C4C, on a point of order, has attempted to make a correction to the points you've made. It's quite possible that the document you are quoting from may have been written before the payment was made. I'm aware of a payment that was made very recently as a couple of days ago, because it was done in my presence in Tonkolili. An amount in excess of 5 billion. So sometimes we rely on documents that are out of date. Let us just be careful about that.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And as I said, Mr. Speaker, when we talk about issues that has to do with the economy, we don't just talk out of the box. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the Constitution, Section 7, it is the responsibility of the government to harness, Section 7, subsection 1A, to harness all the natural resources of the nation to promote national prosperity. Right? We expect this government to do all it could within its reach to ensure that our natural resources reflect on us as a nation. In light of that, we Don't also expect mining companies to be coming and cut away the raw materials. We want to see a situation where the government will encourage, will put mechanisms in place as part of its mandate to encourage the mining companies to add some value to our minerals that are extracted before being exported. It's a concern. Now you talk about even the timber that we are exporting. No added value is being given to it. It is exported raw. We believe, had we as a nation put in place some mechanisms that will have helped to even develop our foreign exchange. So that is a concern we want to throw out to the government. If the youth of Sierra Leone today are crying for unemployment, I believe we have the avenues to create, to ensure that there is enough employment for our youth. So it's a concern. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the president is indeed the fountain of honor and justice and symbol of national unity and sovereignty, as enshrined in section 40, subsection 2 of our constitution. We look up to the president. That is the highest office of our land. If anything that has to do with the office of the presidency should not be treated with levity. We have seen several publications up to reports of the Auditor General alleging misappropriation to that highest office, and nothing has been done so far about that. Where are we? How serious are we to protect the secrecy of that office? This is a concern, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, which I believe we want to see some of the things coming out to make to vindicate the office of the president. Some of us are not happy when we hear allegations of misappropriation to the highest office of our land. We are not. That is the office that is expected to maintain the highest level of standards.
And on that note,
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the Speaker made mention of national cohesion. That is where I will land. And national cohesion should not just be an illusion. It should be put into reality. We want to see a situation wherein the president will show the utmost seriousness with regards to national cohesion. Of course, recently, a handful of members had the opportunity to interact with His Excellency the President. I will tell you with all sincerity that His Excellency the President might have some good intentions for this country. But where are we? The cabinet, the civil society, the MDAs, who are responsible to push forward the programs of His Excellency the President, what are they doing? Here is a whole presidential debate going on. The address that speaks to the issues that the government of His Excellency wants to address for the next 10 or 11 months. Where are the MDAs? They should be here, listen to the concerns of members of parliament,
I agree with
and
you
take up this issue.
On that point, I agree with your observation.
If His Excellency...
And I would definitely direct the leadership of Parliament to ensure that they are present here on Monday. So it would be the last day of the debate.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will end up with the conclusion of His Excellency. I will take it from paragraph 156. So one of the reasons I am fascinated by bridges is that it always reminds me of the task at hand. Every time I commission a bridge that my government has built to connect communities, towns and cities, I am reminded that the secret of to a cohesive, resilient and strong nation lies in our ability to reach across the spaces that appear to separate us. Take this concern, members of the Sierra Leone People's Party. This is the words of His Excellency. His Excellency is not saying that. We all should be on the same page. His Excellency respects our diversity. He expects our divergence in opinion. And we want to see that translated in governance. I want to end by commending the leadership of the National Disaster Management Agency. They are doing extremely well under the leadership of Lieutenant General Bremer. He's doing extremely well. I believe when members of Parliament hackings on his door with regards to issues that has to do with their constituency, he will listen to them. This is the kind of leadership we want to see across MDAs. Not a situation where you look at me and say, oh, SO2, now you criticize the government. I need to listen to you. That's wrong. The money is meant to administer the states are not SLPP fund. They are fund meant for Sierra Leoneans and should be used judiciously for everybody, irrespective of your tribe, your religion, and your beliefs. On that note, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I ask that we all pay heed to the words of His Excellency and see how we can take into good faith some of the criticisms that you are seeing today as criticism, take them in good faith, and together we will build Sierra Leone to be a better nation. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
I thank the honorable member for his contribution. The next speaker on my list is the honorable.
Point of order.
On Mr. Speaker. A point of order on Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
What is your order?
34, Mr. Speaker. 34-1. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Hold on. With respect to you, let us go to 34-1. This is what I find very strange.
It's not on you, Mr. Speaker.
So you are the one calling me to order.
Mr. Speaker, I was just calling your attention, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I just want to advise and bring your attention to the issue of respect when leaders take the floor. Mr. Speaker, what we know, there is no small leader or big leader. Every leader is a leader. Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina is our party leader, meaning he's not a small leader in this world. When other leaders take the floor, we respect them. We keep quiet, we listen to them. And Mr. Speaker, if you want us to help you to control the decorum of this house, advise members of Parliament to respect our own leaders. I am telling you because some of us are also very, at times we grow annoyed and we can be very difficult to control. I'm saying this because it has happened severally in this world. When my leader takes the floor, people ask him to sit down. And that is not their responsibility, Mr. Speaker. He was given the floor by you.
Yes.
And let you control him, not other members of Parliament, Mr. Speaker. I am very serious. I want this to be the first and last. When my leader takes the floor, we expect all the honorable members to respect him. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, can I make a point of order very quickly?
On the Speaker.
No, we only try to lure your attention. That is why we mentioned on the Speaker.
Yes, go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, in respect of a statement made by the honorable colleague from Kono on the issue of MDAs present whilst we are debating the presidential speech. And you have said you are going to direct. We know you've been directing. But let us take due note of those who are here. They are not idle. They show some responsibility. That is why they are there. They are here. So let us take due note of them. That is my point of order.
We shall do so when we resume this afternoon. I thank you for your observation. The next speaker on my list is the Honorable Isaac Taraoli. And we will end with the Honorable Mustafa Selu, in that order.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for you to allow me to express my views on the speech delivered by His Excellency on the 10th May 2022. And there's a lot of things being highlighted by His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, of which percentage of them are just fictitious narratives. With that, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let's go to paragraph 55 of the President's speech on environment. It also talks about my government remains committed to the sustainable management of the forest resources and protecting sustainable environment protection. To me, Mr. Speaker, such a statement is not concurrent to what is happening to the nation as a whole. We've seen how the nation is being depleted. Our forest is completely depleted by foreigners, of which the birds are no more. We are causing scarcity to our woodworkers and also our carpenters in this nation. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, going further, looking at section 1, section 5, subsection 2b of the 1991 Constitution says, the security, peace and welfare of the people of Sierra Leone shall be the primary purpose and responsibility of government. Looking at the current trend of what is happening to the nation, Mr. Speaker, this one is completely disjointed. Going further with regards to the light, electricity, blackout of the nation, the transportation and also the water resources is not much to the capital city. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, there is a lot of things to discuss about, though much has been talked about. But going further, Mr. Speaker, of course, we all know that monotony is the mother of learning. Even though it has been said, Mr. Speaker, but I will continue to say them in another different direction. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, indeed, the people of this country, they have been clamoring for a change that has been promised by His Excellency H.E. Maada Bio. But indeed, the people of Freetown municipality, they are yet tired to see the continuous blackout that is happening. Indeed, they are tired, completely tired. Mr. Speaker, going into the free quality education, Mr. Speaker, I'm a proponent of quality. I've written distinctively with regards to this particular model. The free quality education that is being talked about this particular government is nothing good to write home about. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, the quality, there is no quality. Amongst different definitions of quality, one of which I like most is that quality is free from errors. But indeed, this particular quality education that is happening in this nation is not being seen. Is this particular quality free from errors? No. It's completely not free from errors. there's a lot of lacunas, a lot of problems in this particular free quality education. If the answer is no, why is it that the government has decided to sway the minds of people in this country with regards to this particular free quality education? The quality education that is being talked about, Mr. Speaker, you will agree with me that it is completely going downtrend. And up to now, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, there are people that are paying bribes in institutions, in the primary schools, and also in the tertiary education. There are people, for example, SO2, they need to work out their cases. And if that is so, yes, if that is so, then I see no reasons why they should call this particular free quality education. Mr. Speaker, going further with regards to that, one cannot spell catastrophe without being know the spelling of a cat. Mr. Speaker, the hurry towards conclusion with regards to quality is not good. Going further with regards to that, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, there's a lot to say. Going further to that, Mr. Speaker, also, you will be surprised to know that presently there are people in universities that they are finding it very difficult for them to get promotion with regards to their political and also their ethnic belongings. It is presently happening in the universities.
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will be remiss from my duty if I fail to mention about the health situation. The honorable member representing constituency 118, YU for 8, SC2. I will be remiss from my duty if I fail to mention in paragraph 41 that talks about the president's speech with regards to that talks about healthcare. Thank you very much. It talks about achieve in an atmosphere of strong food security. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we all know that food security cannot be attained without a very good human immune system. If the immune system is not guaranteed, it is definitely going to lead to diseases. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the poor people in the rural area cannot afford to eat 2 times a day. Mr. Speaker, when we lost the election 2018, I happened to call on my chairman, who is Mr. Desmond Kurumbu Kagbo. Please, for the records, expunge that particular statement. Mr. Speaker, after I've cried, then I wiped my tears on my cheek. I asked my chairman, could you please provide me the results of the 2018 election? He said, yes, Mr. Honorable, why not? It will surprise you to know that most of the people that voted you here, till now, they cannot eat twice a day. You are sitting here, they cannot eat twice a day. These are very poor people. If I say I'm going to call them, like areas in the Kailaon, Sangoma, Potoru, Jimmy Babo, Blama, Sangoma, Tikonko, Sowe, Goma, Bamasonga, Shenge, Bangdanduma, etc. Mr. Speaker, this is an indictment to you people, of which the honorable member that are sitting here, you can attest that these people cannot even eat twice a day. What are you doing for these people? They cannot eat twice a day, Mr. Speaker. This is very heart-rending and it is very discouraging. So sitting here, leaving your constituents that voted you, you cannot provide food for them. Mr. Speaker, there's a lot to talk about. One thing that is easy for us here is for us to become an opposition members to the sitting government. because whatever you do, there are critics attached to it. Looking at the most recently concluded breach that the president went and commissioned. There's a lot of things that did happen there. That particular breach was started by HE former President Nkrumah. You will not believe it. Yes, that breach was commissioned and tendered to MSF, a Portugal company, of which it started its operation on the 16th November 2015 under the All People Congress. But as it is today, that particular breach was retendered again between August and November 2017, successfully awarded to the CSC on the 18th January 2018 under the All People Congress. But it will surprise you to know that there are people here, even sitting here, that are claiming that particular glory. On that note, Mr. Speaker, I did appreciate you, and I say thanks, 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 thanks. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
I thank the honorable member for his contribution to the debate. I will now give the floor to the last speaker on my list before we adjourn for lunch. The Honorable Mustafa Selu.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to thank everybody who have contributed to the speech this morning up to this afternoon. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my name is Honorable Mustafa M. Selu, representing the people of Bagura, Timinde, and parts of Kaboro from Moyamba District. I want to join my colleagues here assembled in thanking His Excellency the President for his address graciously delivered here on the 10th of May 2022. My debate this afternoon will focus on the following areas, Mr. Speaker, honorable members: economy, revenue, education, health, electricity infrastructure, and sports. But before I go into the debate proper, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I would just want to make a few clarifications from the previous debaters on the other side. The honorable from Falaba said the debt relationship to the GDP stood at 74%. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I want to draw the attention of this House and the general public that the currently 2022, the debt relation to GDP is 68.04%. It's not 74%. He says 74 and it's not 74. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if you check the current 2022 is 68.04%. It's not 74.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
The other member from Kono said.
Point of order.
Hold on. I'm sure the differences between the two of you will be your sources. What was your source?
Yes, the source is referring to the honorable member here was very, very clear that he was referring to the 2020 budget and not the 2022 budget. So he is misinforming the public relating to what the honorable member said.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much, my brother. Even the one he is referring to is 71.07. It's not 74%.
Mr. Speaker, he is referring.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, you see, this is why I keep on saying when you stand here to talk, we are talking directly to the nation. So we have to be mindful of the figures we quote because we don't want to misinform the public. I think that is why I'm quoting here directly. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will now move to the honorable member from Kono who said the items of commodities in the cost of commodities in the market is very high. I want him to know that with all the efforts made by the government under the leadership of His Excellency the President to cushion the effects of COVID, that's not just the one factor we should look at. We should also look at the freight cost of these items. even if we have done so much in reducing or waiving all the taxes on these essential commodities, still the cost of freight from these countries where these products are coming from to here is outside our control as a government. So because those are the factors that you have to put together to see that that makes the cost of the goods to go up. So it's not just, you don't just look at the taxes, you look at the freight cost as well, and that one is outside our control as a government. Those that are within our control, like the taxation, is what we have waived. So let the public understand that very clearly, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker.
I'm just highlighting the factors. Let me now move to my point,
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
From what the honourable member is saying, it's like he's attesting to the fact that even the 500 billion loans that was given had no effect, because he is saying that as a result of the freight cost and other things related. And that's what I said, that with all the 500 billion that was given, it had little or no effect on the price of commodities in the market.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Mr. Speaker, you know, I can understand with him, because he hasn't got much knowledge in that direction. So when we talk about that the money that was disbursed to these people hasn't got anything to do with freight cost. It has to do with taxation and to facilitate their businesses. That is outside the control of the government. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, haven't made that clarification. Let me now move to the economy. Mr. Speaker, I want to join colleagues to thank the President for rescuing this country from where the country was on life supporting device. And now we talk about stable economy. I now take you to page 2, paragraph 8. These policies, I'll just read paragraph 8. I'll just go straight to these policies and programs interventions have added stability to our economy. Mr. Speaker, when they talk about stability, it's not dishing out money in the street to people. That's not what it meant by economic stability, or that's not an indicator or a variable that will look at economic stability. Let me now come to the issues or the pointers that we will look at to ensure that our economy is stable. One, in the midst of COVID, we have essential commodities around the country. We are still paying salaries on time. Second, we go to our foreign reserve. If we take a look at, I will now take you to the foreign reserve. Mr. Speaker, some of the indicators and the variables to look at to ensure that we have stable economy are this foreign reserve and the effective management of the shock. 2016, Mr. Speaker, the foreign reserve was 3.73 import cover, amount of import cover, and the international standard and the West Africa Monetary Fund standard is 3.6 months cover. If you look at this record, January 2017 it was 3.16, December 2019 it was 4.32. So you see the economy by then, even though we are rated as the fastest growing economy, still our foreign reserve was below the benchmark of WAMA, West African Monetary Agency. It was below that. Now currently to 2021 we have 6.13. We have crossed the threshold of that benchmark. So that shows the indicators and some of the factors we look at when we talk about stable economy. It's not just going out to the street to dish out money. These are the indicators we look even at international level. Mr. Speaker, honourable members. I will now take you to the more talked about debt management. Debt management, we talk about debt management, yes. As a country, we inherited a debt. If I take you now to I will now take you to the audit report. Even the audit report of 2015 and 2016 made it very clear that there was a huge mismatch in the calculation of external debt. If you go to the 2016, page 60 of the audit report of 2016, it's very clear they are under external debt. There was no reconciliation between the Minister of Finance and the creditors. So that in its sense shows that there was a huge mismatch between the two bodies until when the creditors have to come with their own figures and their own reconciliation so that they can be able to match this debt. Mr. Speaker, honourable members.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Can we be briefly given a clear picture of the mismatch and the creditors you are referring to. And please give us the source documents.
Mr. Speaker, the members.
Because, let me finish. Let me finish, because what we are saying, you are now deviating from discussing this issue, taking reference to 2016. Come to the issue. The people do not want to know about your digits. What they wanted to know is the bread and butter outside here. That is what the people want to know. You are deceiving the people.
Mr. Speaker, honourable members, you will not distract me. I will still continue to clarify the issues you've raised and the figures that are not correct. I will keep on.
And that is the clarification we wanted.
I am now, Mr. Speaker. I have my source here. The 2016 audit report. You go to page 60, 1.1.1 external public debt. If you go there, you read. It shows clearly the mismatch in that. Mr. Speaker, I will not bother myself. The document is here. If you want, I can take it to you. No, you are not. Speak to the speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is the lack of adequate reconciliation between these three information sources means that it is impossible to be sure that the figures as presented in the Consolidated Revenue Fund account is free from material mismatch. This tells you, I don't want to expose further. No, I don't want to expose further. I just, Mr. Speaker, you see, I don't want to embarrass my colleagues on the other side.
What the young man is doing is exposing those who are now manning the offices. And he should not be doing that, because there was somebody in charge of public debt when those discrepancies occurred. And he knows who the person is. We don't want to mention his name. No, we will not mention his name.
Exactly. Mr. Speaker, it was on the watch of their own government that those people he's mentioning, they were working for them. So they should. No, yeah, sure, Mr. Speaker.
Rise again.
Mr. Speaker.
Go make that comment from your seat. That comment should be expunged from the record.
Mr. Speaker, I will continue. Who was there, who is there, is not a matter of discussion. It is about this. It's about leadership. Now, with this leadership, we are seeing the way things are now going in the finance or in the Ministry of Finance. Then the leadership probably was faulty. I don't want to go into the leadership status by then. But with this sound leadership and based on our economic sound footing, we are moving in the right direction. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, by the time I go to payroll and I go to the 2015 audit reports, you jump. Mr. Speaker, no, I'm debating. I'm just making some points. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, I want to go to the much talked about payroll. Wage bill is high. Yes, Mr. Speaker, honourable members, we inherited a wage bill of 1.9 trillion, and now we are 3.xy trillion. Yes, it's correct, but are we looking at the factors that really speak to the increase? No, we are not. We're not looking at the factors, and we are just looking at the nominal value. As the honourable member, some honourable members from the other side know that we cannot measure the wage bill in nominal values. And in the West Africa sub-region, I think the international standard, your wage bill should be rated against your GDP, which is 7%, and we are relatively doing well. Currently, the wage bill, it's an international standard. International standard, we can check. Your wage bill should always be measured against your GDP, which is 7%, and that is why we are right now as a country. So we are doing relatively well, Mr. Speaker. What is misinformation? Mr. Speaker, honourable members. Mr. Speaker, honourable members,
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
Mr. Speaker, honourable members, I want to look at.
Mr. Speaker, point of order.
I want to look at the variables, factors that have affected
Mr. Speaker,
the current wage bill.
The public is listening to the honourable member. We want the honourable member to speak to the facts. So please tell us the figures and the values you are referring to.
especially when you talk about GDP compared to the wage bill. We want to see and get the facts and the reference.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker.
I will not listen to
But he's also speaking on.
I will not listen to you. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I've just said, I said we are live, and there are senior economists in the world, across the world, listening. GDP wage bill is not measured against nominal value, but against your GDP, and the standard is 7% of your national GDP. I think we are doing relatively well. That's what I said, not by nominal value, and the formula is clear. The formula is clear. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I will now take you to the audit report of 2015. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if I take you to page 62 of the audit report of 2016, before I go to 2015, let me read. 1.1.3, payroll. Payroll irregularities committed were mainly in respect of consultants on open-ended contracts, and staff receiving salaries twice from the CFA. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me now come. On one staff received salary amounting to 68 million leos as a consultant, and at the same time 15 million leos as an employee of an MDA in February 2016, hence a potential salary overpayment. Another staff received a net salary amounting to 257,328 leos twice in the month of February 2016, hence a potential salary overpayment of 275,328 million leos. This is the 2015 audit report, because you are talking about wage bill, and payroll issues. So that's why I'm referring them to this particular document during their own regime. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it's just showing the pitfalls during their regime. Mr. Speaker, honorable member, review of the payroll for consultants revealed that total amount paid as wages and salaries amounted to 43.34 billion. Mr. Speaker, this was a huge loss under the then dispensation. You see, and according to the income tax of 2000, that consultants and should pay 5.5% of their earnings, and there were consultants, according to this report, that did not pay. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I really want to ask, where are all these monies? Mr. Speaker, honorable member, I will now move to the. We are now 1 year to election. In 2016, by now, all the big donors, the EU, the IMF, the World Bank, they were going. They were packing their luggages, leaving this country. But now, in just under 1 year to election, we still have them here. The EU is supporting major development projects. Mr. Speaker, let me shock you. Do you know why the EU left those projects? Do you know why the EU abandoned those projects, those infrastructural projects? Let me now shock you. The EU have what you call performance indicators, not like the IMF that talks about conditionalities. Now let me now go to the performance indicators.
Yes, what's your point of order?
34, Mr. Speaker. I want it to be known to the honourable member that in no uncertain terms did EU ever leave this country. And Mr. Speaker, as I am speaking, most of the organizations that he is referring to are no longer giving us budgetary support. We are only receiving budgetary support from World Bank. Exactly. Yes. No. EU, ADB, IMF are no longer giving us budgetary.
The people of this country, and I know even Mr. Speaker wants to know why the EU abandoned the Bole Bridge, the Maban Bridge, the Moyamba Junction Road, this project. Why they left? The EU does not have what you call like the World Bank or IMF conditionalities. They have what you call performance bench indicators. And one key indicator is your internal revenue generation. That was very weak. If you go to the 2015 audit report,
Speaker, point of order.
Page 120, if you go to the audit report, there was a weak system of collecting internal revenue, and even reconciliation was a problem.
Point of order on the Magbele Bridge.
Mr. Speaker, honourable members.
No point of order. Mr. Speaker, there is no time in this country that the EU abandoned the Magbele Bridge or Omabam Bridge. Let me tell you, Mr. Speaker. I will even give you the statistics. I am not debating. Mr. Speaker, the identification number for the Magbele Bridge that was awarded in 2015 and subsequently in 2018 could be cited as the identification number, because I know you are going to talk about that. The identification number is RG/ISK/infrastructure/065/2007.
Are you debating, sir?
So therefore, there is no point in time where EU has abandoned that bridge. It was because of the slow pace of MSF that the APC changed the contractor and awarded the bridge to CSE in 2018, March 26, 2018. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, he has just given me an insight to my debate this afternoon. Now, let me now come, Mr. Speaker, other members. Now, okay, the EU did not abandon. The EU did not abandon, but the EU did not continue under the APC regime. Let me put it that way. Because of key factors.
2026 March 2018, it was APC in governance.
Mr. Speaker, other members, the EU, I know they are listening. The officials of EU are listening. They have what's called performance indicators. And one of the key indicators is internal revenue generation, how you can generate revenue within and support your development project. That is one, because you have to pay the right of way, you have to pay from your own coffers, not them. So they don't have that money by then, so they did not support the project.
Look, I was at Magbele for the commissioning of the bridge. And one fact that came out very, very clearly was that the initial contract was awarded to a company called MSF. But because of their poor performance, the contract was terminated, and they were succeeded by CSE. That was made abundantly clear. Please.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, honourable members, and the other indicator again is prudent procurement practices as enshrined in the NPP Act. That was again violated under the then regime. It's again in the 2015 audit report. If you want me again, I can quote. Yes, I can. Those are the indicators that the EU looked at. So,
honourable member, you know, history is good because it informs us about the past. It's good. Now, if mistakes have been made historically, we don't want to repeat them. All right. Now, let us move forward. The fact of life is that the Magbele Bridge, now called PC Alikali Modu, the third bridge, has been commissioned. It's in existence, benefiting the country. So let's move forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Yes, thank you for that. It has been commissioned, but we need to set the record straight. What were the pitfalls? We have to make them very clear in the face of the public. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, honourable members, I'll move to sports. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, the interjection. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, I think in the history of this country, it is this government that has allocated or spent huge amounts of money in the sports sector, in the sporting sector, since in history. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, it is this government that has been able, after 26 years or more, to take the national team to Nations Cup, and we saw the national cohesion. We saw the national cohesion, Mr. Speaker, honourable members. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, before I conclude, Mr. Speaker, I want to know why from fastest growing economy to the austerity, from fastest growing economy to a crumbling economy, from fastest growing economy to a battered economy, from a fastest growing economy to an economy that cannot even have the benchmark in the foreign reserve as stated in the West African Monetary Agency or by the central bank. Mr. Speaker, from fastest growing economy to now austerity and battered economy. Mr. Speaker, honourable members, this is very important. This is very important. Currently, as a country, I have highlighted all the indicators that we should look at as a country when we talk about financial stability. And those are the factors I have listed. I will not go back to those factors. Before I resume my seat, I want to join colleagues who have taken the floor before me to thank His Excellency, especially for the Moyamba Junction, Moyamba Bridge, Moyamba Road, and the bridge in Moyamba Town that they used to call SO2 Kongusa Bridge is now a bridge that is a welcoming an edifice bridge in the township of Moyamba Town. I thank you, and I hope with this kind of issues and development in this country, the people of this country will vote His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Marabio, for the second time, and SLPP to be in governance, where our colleagues will remain on that left where the Speaker's heart is, and the Speaker eats from here. While we remain here where the Speaker eats from. Thank you very much.
I thank the honourable member for his contribution. We now stand adjourned for lunch and resume at 2:45.